Welcome to Let's Talk with Dammy and Laura. This week, I think we're talking about your absolute favourite thing,
Football.
football.
I can't have a podcast and not talk about what I'm passionate about, football.
There's not a day that goes by where you don't talk about football.
I'm a football person, in and out. I'm a football. I know my football, so yeah.
But yeah, you're even topping your little,
Yeah.
what do you call it? I don't know what you call it.
It's a league by daily whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna call them.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a league. Yeah, like point league.
and you're topping it.
Yeah, I'm topping it. I'm winning. Yeah, I'm gonna win the money at the end of the season.
Yeah, so when did you start watching football?
Started watching football USA '94.
So how old would you be then?
5.
5, yeah.
Yeah, USA '94. That was the first football I watched. I think it was Nigerian playing. Yeah, so my dad don't normally watch football, but he watches Nigeria. He doesn't watch like Premier League or Italian football, but country football like World Cup. And it seems that even people that don't watch football, when it comes to World Cup, everybody watches football, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So what my dad used to do, he would buy a goat. If Nigeria wins, he will kill the goat.
Oh, stop. So hang on, so
Yeah.
what happens if Nigeria didn't win?
He will kill the goat and share it to the neighbors and everybody. But if Nigeria didn't win, he will return the goat and get his money back.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
That's just what it does.
He just wanted to have the goat to celebrate.
Yeah, just to celebrate the win.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so what made you drawn to football? Like, what was it about football that you liked, or you just...
I think growing up I grew up in a community. I think I started playing football from primary school. Yeah, because when we moved and the area we went, my mom for like a year we didn't go to school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and my mom put me and my brother in a primary school. So when we when my mom put me and my brother in a primary, for some reason during our break,
Yeah.
the kids in the class they would share themselves and started playing football. So I started kicking the ball with them. Yeah, as a new kid, they saw that I was good, so they started picking me. Not very good, but I could just kick the ball, pass the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said okay. I was trying. I wasn't as good as the other kids because they've been playing. It's just me. My first time started playing football. So when I come back from school, I'll join my friends in the house. We go and play football in the fields. I became so in love with football.
Yeah.
Every single day was football. Every single day. I started buying football. I started buying jerseys. Started wearing Beckham. Yeah, I would just go to the market and
So you was following all of, like, the... At that point, was you following, like, UK football, like Premier League and everything? Or was it still very much...
at that point I wasn't really following, but I used to watch highlights.
Oh,
We don't.
okay.
That time I wasn't watching football. There was no
Oh,
channel
okay.
for us to watch football. I did really started watching football from 2000 2001. That was when we had a cable that we can actually watch football. I
Yeah.
think it's an Arab station.
Yeah.
It's called ART Sports. That was where I started watching football like properly.
Yeah.
But during the France 98, I would say the France 98, that was when I started watching football like properly. That was when I like started watching football. But I started watching the Premier League 2001.
Okay. So you're
Yes.
still quite young, though.
Yeah, very young, very very young. So
Like, what,
because
10, 11?
because we could watch it, we were paying nothing just to watch it.
Yeah.
I think I never bought it, and for some reason we were just paying little money and it connected to us. So we have all the sports station. I could watch highlight, I could watch history, I could watch
Yeah.
live games, I could watch after games. So like
You watched every single thing you could.
like every single thing. And again, when I started supporting Arsenal, I started buying magazines. Oh my god, the amount of magazine I have
Yeah.
was unreal.
Yeah.
Like I look at the magazine they do now and the magazine back then. It's just is so amazing. Like
Were they better back then or
yeah,
better
better
now?
back. I think I
Oh,
still have some of them.
Yeah.
Probably in the loft if it is still there. See, I still
Yeah.
have like those old magazine like about every single player in the Premier League in the season. Like, just lots of different Premier League magazines. So yeah.
So you always say to me like you could have been a professional footballer. You always like I could have been professional. I could have done it. I could have done it. Why didn't you do it? Like what held you back?
I think there is a thing where I grew up. The people I play football with that I grew up with, there's a thing they always say. They said my mom killed my football career.
That's not kind.
That's what they thought. That's what they think. But in the other hand, my mom saved my life by
Yeah.
stopping me playing football.
Bless her. Why? What
Yeah, because at
happened?
that time cultism was 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Cultism was at its peak.
Mm.
So they were using football to recruit young boys into cultism. Yeah,
Okay.
you can say gangs. We call it cultism over here.
Yeah.
Over in the UK,
Yeah.
you call it gangs.
Gangs.
It's the same thing because what do?
Yeah.
You go to rob, you steal, you kill.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Yeah. So
So could your mum see that you was potentially could get caught up in that?
I don't think. To me personally, me and my mom have never really had that discussion.
Mm.
But she might just have just been a visionary, but I don't
Mm.
think she really understood what she did. She just
Yeah.
woke up one morning and said, "Come on, son, we're going to the market. You have to help me in my business." I was at that age
Yeah.
where I'm strong enough. I could do whatever I want to do, if it is trade,
Mm.
anything. She said, "Come on, let's go to my business." And
Mm.
I started helping her in her business every single day. We'll go in the morning by 6 o'clock. We've left. We'll come back by 6 o'clock in the night. So I have no time.
Yeah.
When
By
I'm
the time you're
back,
eating dinner, you're
yeah,
tired.
when I'm back, once I'm back, I'll go and sit with my friends around, talk. But I have not seen them all day, so I'll
Yeah.
definitely go and see my friends around first 9 o'clock. Then I come back. Then I go to the house. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've just finished what primary school. I'm
Yeah.
waiting to go into secondary school.
How did you feel? Like, did you resent your mum for doing that, or at that age, or could you see at that age what she was trying to do, or is it now as an adult and you look
No,
back
no.
that you
At
realise?
that age, I have to obey my mom. First thing
Yeah.
first, obey our parents. You have
You
no
can't
rights.
disobey an
Yeah,
African mum.
yeah, you cannot do it. My mom is a no nonsense mom. She will deal
Yeah.
with you to the end. I didn't say it. I loved it because when I was falling out to her business, I was making my own money. So yeah,
Okay, so she was
yeah.
giving you
No, she
money.
wasn't giving me money, but there's a way I could make my own money. There are things I
Okay.
could do. It's
Yeah.
not like stealing, like clean things I could do. Like yeah,
Yeah.
I could at the end of the day. So by the time when I finish any money I make, I go to where they sell clothes. I buy any clothes, buy JC. So I'm always wearing
Okay.
the best clothes, like fairly used clothes. So yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't really bother me that I'm not even playing football. So yeah, I always had money.
Yeah,
I'm
it was in
always
your
buying
head.
football. Even imagine me that doesn't play football. When I'm back, they'll tell me they were playing football and the ball broke. I said no problem. I'll give them money to go and buy
Ah.
football. Like football at that time was like 250 naira. That was a lot of money. No one person,
Yeah.
a field, lots of kids contribute money to
Yeah.
buy a football. No one person
Ah.
now is capable of buying a football, but I used to buy a football.
And you
It's
wasn't playing
nothing.
football.
I wasn't playing except for Saturdays or
Okay.
Sundays after church.
Yeah.
Saturdays we go to the market. As well. Sundays after church. Sundays we don't go anywhere. So after church I still have to play. Every
Yeah.
Sunday if I'm around I must buy a football. Even one of my friends even used it to insult me that I don't know what to do with my money. I'm using my money to buy football.
But was he
Yeah.
also playing with the football? Was
Yeah,
this a
he
different?
was playing as well.
Oh,
Yeah, easy to insult me. Yeah, I
wow.
don't ever forget. That was like what?
There's probably a
Yeah,
jealousy thing that
yeah,
you was
yeah,
buying the
yeah,
football and you just used it sort of as a
yeah,
jealousy
yeah.
thing.
It's money to do whatever I want to do. It's my money to buy football that everybody enjoys to play.
Yeah.
More than more than 40, 50 people plays that football, and I always used to buy it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I have the money, so why? Because the way we play our football, there are so many things around that could break the ball.
Oh, okay.
We have this I don't know, this tree in the field. Whenever you shoot that ball to that tree, that's it.
Football's gone.
Football is gone. I think it was a palm fruit tree, something like that. They had a
Yeah.
little bit of spike.
Yeah.
So whenever you shoot the ball to that tree, that's it. Everybody will just be looking. But we sometimes we do used to repair the ball with
Yeah.
super glue and all that. But yeah, when the ball is broken, there's nothing you can do about
Yeah.
it.
You said about you used to buy Arsenal magazines.
Yeah.
When did you start supporting Arsenal?
think I started support Arsenal 1999.
Okay.
1999 because I started watching. I've always liked Arsenal. I've started watching. I've been watching the highlights since. Like we used to watch all the highlights from it. They will show us from Italian league to French league to English league to Spanish league. But my interest was the English league because then I'm
Yeah.
beginning to see like African players playing in the English league. So yeah, so my interest was English. I love the Italian league.
Yeah.
If I wanted to watch the Italian league, I would have watched the Italian league, but it was the Premier League because the best African players were going to the Premier League at the time.
So why Arsenal? Out of all of the football clubs, what drew you to Arsenal?
I think at the time Arsenal was the team that was doing well. I just started watching the Premier League, and every single time Arsenal was always winning. They've had a new manager as a Wenger. They're doing well. They've won the league. They're buying exciting black French players, African players as well. So yeah, I think that was what drawn me to Arsenal.
And so, you've remained an Arsenal supporter?
Yeah, I've been an Arsenal supporter. Yeah,
Apart from your mad 24 hours where you became a Chelsea supporter.
that was just frustration.
That I will never forget, you being like, Arteta's just giving me a heart attack every day. I can't keep doing it. Like, you were really emotional about it, weren't you?
Yeah, the thing is that for me, that has never been in England at the time, has never been in the Arsenal stadium. Even though I've spent lots of money watching the Arsenal game, paying for subscription and all that, watching the, I've never really felt the atmosphere, like game atmosphere. Like, imagine me feeling that way. Not to talk about Arsenal fans that go to the stadium week in, week
Yeah,
out
yeah.
to see the team play like that for 20 years, more than 20 years, or if not 20
Yeah.
years, we have not won the league for a club like Arsenal. It's really frustrating. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, it's really frustrating. Um, I'm just going to talk about Arsene a bit. It did
Yeah.
well, but the last 10 years of his time as Arsenal was shambles.
Mm.
I wouldn't really blame him, but he still have a little, he couldn't compete. He just couldn't compete with the likes of Chelsea. We're spending money. Roman Abraham was spending money. Man City were spending money.
Yeah.
United as well will always spend money. So he just couldn't compete.
So what, Arsenal wasn't spending money? Because I haven't always watched football. I mean, I used to take my brother to football matches at Chelsea when we were teenagers.
Yeah, there was no money to be spent because we moved to a new stadium. The club was in a lot of debt, so we had to pay some of this debt off. So we're selling our best players. You
Okay.
cannot compete as a football club. You cannot compete every season if you're letting your best players go.
Yeah, of
Who are you buying
course.
to replace them? You cannot compete because
Yeah.
you only have to, you can only win trophies when you have players that are in the club and you're buying good players
Mm.
like adding to them.
Yeah.
That's really where you can win trophies. You cannot win trophies selling your best players. I can start telling you the players that's not let go or
Mm.
sold. We sold Patrick Vieira. We sold Henry. We sold Nasri. We sold Fabregas. All these we sold Song. We sold Vapelsi. How can you win the league
Yeah.
selling all these guys? These guys, all of them went on to win trophies for the
Yeah.
clubs
Yeah.
they all went to. So you
Yeah.
have to do everything possible to keep your best players. I think Ateta has tried to keep hold of the best players. Like
Mm.
if you look on the other season when Arsenal started challenging Man City, he's giving Martinelli contract. He's giving Saka a new contract. He's giving all of them, Saliba, all of them have signed a new contract, which is
Yeah.
you want your best players to see. That is why Arsenal is still competing. Imagine
Yeah, of
one of
course.
them has gone, or maybe Saka has left, or Martinelli has left, or maybe yeah, Gabriel or Saliba has left. You cannot compete selling your best players every single
No.
season, and that was what Arsene Wenger did every single season. That was why the last 10 years of his stay at Arsenal was a failure.
So as we talk about all of those players, who can we say is your football idol and why?
That is very easy. Yeah, everybody know it was Henry.
Yeah.
Thierry. It was, I think it's just the way he plays.
Mm.
It was just so silk when it comes to football. The way he
Yeah.
runs, the way he dribbles. No panic. The way he finishes. If he gets that ball in that 18, I look at the chances that Martinelli used to just blast on the goalkeeper. 9 times out of 10, Thierry Henry scored that. All he needs to do, one touch, finish. Sometimes you give him the ball, doesn't need to touch it. Just open his body, finish. The way it kind of goals he used to score. He can score all type of goals. His finishing is just so good. I think Thierry Henry is my footballing idol if I was to pick any player in the world. Because why I can't pick Maradona. I never really watched Maradona. I can't pick Pele. I never really watched Pele. I did watch.
Pele was amazing though.
Yeah, I did watch Messi and Ronaldo, but those two are their own league. You cannot compare anybody to them. But Thierry Henry was.
He's an Arsenal player as well. So.
He's a brilliant footballer. I think you would easily say he's the best player that played in the Premier League. Yeah.
Do you think there's been no one to even compare to him?
No, I can't
since
say
he stopped playing football.
Since he stopped playing football like, in the Premier League, you can say Salah has done a bit, Hazard has done a bit, but no, they're just a bit close. Nobody can replace like what he did in the Premier League. Like Arsenal went unbeaten in the full season. It's because of, and the defense was rock solid as well, but the amount of goals he scored. So yeah, at the end of the day, he's just so good at what he does.
So then, what's your favourite football moment, like that you can remember?
Atlanta '96, the Olympics. When Nigeria played Brazil, I think we were winning. No, they were winning. Is it 2-1 or 3-2? I can't remember the score now. Yeah, but what happened is that we equalized and the game went into extra time, and we scored in extra time and won the game. The thing is that there's what we call golden goal. Golden goal is like sudden death.
Yeah.
If you score in extra time, whoever scores first, they've won the game.
Oh, it would just end.
It would just end. No,
so not this 30 minutes of extra time.
No, 30 minutes if nobody scores, is it?
Yeah.
30 minutes if nobody scores. Now it's 30 minutes. Even if they score, they'll still play 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. If one team scores, that's the game. Now immediately Nigeria did that. They removed that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. After that game, they removed it because it was unfair. They felt that if Brazil has had the time, if the game hasn't ended, they would have still scored because they were on paper they were a better team than Nigeria. They had one of the best team ever. It was that night we saw Brazil players, they were crying. That night, the reason why I say it's so memorable, I can't forget. I was very, very young.
Yeah, you would have been 96.
Everybody came out.
Yeah.
It's Atlanta, so maybe the timing is probably late.
Because Atlanta's US, isn't it?
Yeah, so the timing is late. Because I know people were still sleeping, but everybody came out. The whole street were people were celebrating, people were singing, running, people were just singing the whole street dance, and there came a song. The song goes like this: when Nigeria win Brazil, when Nigeria win Brazil, Bebeto start to cry. When Nigeria win Brazil, Bebeto was one of Brazil's outstanding players. He was such a
I remember him Bebeto, because I remember in the World Cup, I would only support Brazil. Because my dad is Scottish.
Yeah.
I was always brought up, you cannot support England. They're shit.
Yeah.
So every World Cup I always supported Brazil. So I know the Brazil players because I would, like you said, everybody watches the World Cup. So I remember watching all them World Cups, and I was a Brazil supporter. Yeah,
so in the finals we went on to beat Argentina. Yeah, and won gold medal. Is the only time Nigeria has ever won gold medal on an Olympics football tournament.
What do you think made Nigeria win? Did you have really good players at that time, or was it luck? What was it?
I think it was just the manager, the coach we had at that time. It's just never give up attitude. Just always believe that you're gonna do it. Just keep going. Just keep going. And again we had Kano. a phenomenal player. He played for Arsenal as well. One of the reasons why Africans started following Arsenal as well. Yeah, and he scored 2 goals in that game. And it was just a beautiful. Maybe one day I'll put up the game. It should be on YouTube. I'll put up the game. You watch the football. You watch it. Let's see. Yeah, it's a memorable game. I think that day, I was very young. I could see lights everywhere on the streets.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was an amazing night. Honestly, I can never forget. I could still
like imagine that's what nearly 30 years ago.
Yeah. That's nearly 30 years ago.
I've forgotten that whole.
No, I think that was that was the most memorable part of my life. Yeah, I was very young and I saw that. Yeah. So why wouldn't you love football? Football is something that brings all of us together.
Yeah, it's true, and it doesn't matter where you're from or your race or anything, does it? It literally brings people together.
Yeah, in Nigeria, we're always fighting each other, but when it comes to football, it's one Nigeria. When it comes to football, it's one Nigeria. It's not about race or tribe or whatever. When it comes to football, it's one Nigeria.
Yeah. So that's your most memorable football moment. What about a funny story when it comes to football?
The funniest story that I've heard about football. I've never seen Indians play football. So
that's true.
I've never growing up. I've never seen Indians play football. So I used to ask this question. That was when you grow up and you don't see Indians play football, you ask that question, then they'll tell you the story. So the story is like this. They said, I can't remember the year.
Yeah.
Nigerian Indian were playing football, and India was winning Nigeria 100 goals to 1.
Hang on, India had scored 100 goals and Nigeria had scored 1.
The one that is scored was the last kick of the game that Nigeria managed to score 1 goal. What happened is that, according to the story, that the Indians, when they shoot the ball, the ball comes straight, and when the Nigerian goalkeeper sees the ball, he's seeing lion. He's not seeing, when the ball is coming, he's seeing lion coming to him. So he will run out of the post, the ball will enter the net, so that's the goal.
Stop.
So he will complain to the referee will say, come on, it's just the ball. Like, they just kept scoring goals. At one point, they said the guy that scored the last goal, immediately he scored the only goal for Nigeria. He left the stadium.
Yeah.
So after that, after the game, they did an investigation that India were using black magic to play football, and they gave them a band. That was the story we were told.
So India were banned from football?
That was the story we were told. Because we grew up not saying Indian play football, isn't it? Yeah, so we have to believe the story. See the way the story goes. So when you ask that question, why is India not playing football? They will tell you the story and tell you the reason why Indian was banned from football, because they were using black magic to play football.
So hang on, the Indians came up with that story?
No, the Nigerians.
Nigerians can come up with stories.
Yeah, like, this is a story that is passed down from generation to generation.
But I can see why people would believe it, because you've just said to me, you don't see Indians play football. Genuinely.
It's the last maybe 10 years you can see. I've been seeing Indian people.
Well, even so, I'm trying to think of the Indian football players.
Have you seen Indian in the World Cup before? No, but right now they've been playing World Cup qualification now.
Okay.
They started playing, but growing
maybe
up.
the curses.
Growing up, you will not see Indian anywhere playing football. I think they had no league, no nothing.
Please, we need to know who came up with that story.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's going to be a very difficult one to know, because this is like this is more than 30 years ago, 40 years ago thing. I bet that story has been here before I was born.
So what age did you go, hang on a minute, that's not true?
When I was an adult.
Oh wow.
I believe that story until I was 25. So it's not been too long.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's not been, when the internet came out, we started browsing the internet.
I suppose,
when we started browsing the internet, then we found out that was somebody just came up with that story. It never happened.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Obviously, when there was no internet, you couldn't verify or check whether something was true or not. You had to just take their word for it.
Yeah, but if you go on the internet, you will still see the stories.
The story. How funny.
Yeah.
So out of all of the leagues in football, which one is your favourite? Which one do you think is the best?
I watch the Premier League.
Yeah, well, Premier League without
I'm always going to go for the Premier League, because they have the best managers, they have the best coaches, they have the best, not all the best players but they have most of the best players. Anybody they'll say they want to come to the Premier League.
Yeah.
And play football. That's Premier League is there's no country in the world that does not show the Premier League. You understand? I grew up, the league I was probably which should have watched was Italian league, but the Premier League took over. From watching the Premier League, everybody, even a child in Africa, watches the Premier League. Yeah, so the Premier League I think, has more coverage than any other league in the world.
Yeah, I'd say so as well. So
Yeah.
when you look at the referees in the Premier League compared to other leagues, do you think the referees sort of match that Premier League reputation in terms of, the Premier League's at the top, so you expect the best referees, don't you? What do you think about the referees
I've
in
watched
Premier League?
football for close to 30 years. I've watched other leagues. I've watched Champions League. I've watched World Cup. I've watched football matches.
Like, you've watched every single football, every single league.
Yeah, like anything I'm a football person in and out.
Yeah.
I can tell you for the fact that the Premier League referees are the worst referees ever. Are the worst referees ever. Like, they are so corrupt.
Yeah.
I used to think that the Nigerian government are corrupt, but the English Premier League are very corrupt.
Yeah.
The referees or the referee association, the PGM or whatever, they dictate the game.
Well, yeah, I've only been watching football really since you came to the UK, and in that short time, even I myself can see how the referees are. Sometimes I say to you, God, I hate that ref, because when I see that ref go into that game, I already know how the game's going to play out, because there's a prejudice there.
Yeah.
Towards a particular team that's playing.
Yeah.
And that ref will treat that team in that way every single time they ref with that team involved.
Yeah. I believe some of the games are fixed.
Yeah.
The referee just need a decision for him to just, okay, this is the decision, this is the opportunity, that is it. Whether it's a penalty or not a penalty.
Well, look what happens the other night with Arsenal. Everyone's saying, okay, yes, that was a penalty, but you wouldn't normally
They just need that opportunity.
Yeah.
They know, they already know how the game will play out. They know one decision that they're going to give that is going to impact the game. The referee knows. If it is a silly red card, some of the games are fixed. They know it from the referees, they know what they're doing. I'm not going to say much on that. When I was growing up, I used to see men, it's like a pool, a house of pool. You see some old men, sometimes they come out with short draws, short red card, and whatever you look at. For people in the UK, send it to them. If you play it, you win lots of money.
Oh, really?
Yes, if you can play it and you get it right, you win lots of money. It means those people are licking it and sending it over to them, and they are getting it. It doesn't go to everybody. Only few people will get it, and those people will put everything they have and they will win money. It means they've been fixing game for I was like very little.
Yeah.
Very little. I've never played pool in my life. Pool is not something that interests me.
Yeah.
I've never played pool in my life, but I've seen pool houses living like close to me.
Yeah.
I've lived where I used to see them talk about it. Some of them will come with that game, telling you that this game just come from the UK or whatever.
Yeah.
Go and play these numbers, because it's numbers. Yeah, go and play this number.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Premier League referees are the worst set of referees. We talk about VAR.
Yeah.
We talk about VAR. People are complaining that, scrap VAR, scrap this, scrap that. Me and you were watching the Champions League. Do you see how quick in the Champions League they used VAR?
Yeah.
The referee has totally control of the game. VAR will only come in if they think that there's something in it.
Yeah.
Not every single goal there's VAR. Every single goal there's VAR.
But Premier League, it's just awful, I feel like, though.
Honestly,
and it takes so long to do their lines and to see if anyone's over the line and always the ball got. It's just mad.
Yeah, sometimes after that they still get it wrong.
They do. I mean, do you remember when the ball went completely out the line?
Yeah,
and I said, hang on a minute, I could see that with my own eyes.
Yeah.
It was just crazy.
So the Premier League for a very long time, I've known the current PGMO, the current man now, the PGMO. Yeah, we know him right from time. He's corrupt anyway.
Yeah.
He's corrupt. Imagine people not talking about him influencing I'm not saying because I'm an Arsenal fan. You can't be texting. You came to watch football and you're texting. There was a goal and you're texting and putting your hand in your ear.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's nothing anybody's going to tell me.
This was this season.
Yeah,
wasn't
even
it?
if I have no evidence, that man influenced that decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shows that he's corrupt.
Yeah.
The thing is that you people in the UK, you just keep a blind eye to things. That man should be out of a job by now.
Yeah.
He should have been there. Look at how corrupt. Every single week there's a referee controversies.
Yeah.
Controversial decisions. People talk about VAR. VAR is not the problem.
Yeah.
The people that are looking at that monitor, they're all dickheads. I'm telling you.
I was going to say, do you think it's not the technology?
It's not the technology. It's the people interpreting
the technology.
Yes, they don't know what they are doing there.
Yeah.
They don't know what they are doing there. That's the problem we have with the English Premier League. I've watched the Spanish League. I've watched the French League. Is here we used to watch it.
Yeah.
I see how they officiate the game.
Yeah.
There is no bias. If it is red card, it's red card. If it's not red, and the referee they don't even rush to just give a red card.
No.
And if you see the way they allow the game to flow.
That's what I was going to say. They try and allow the game to flow as much as possible, don't they, before they sort of get involved.
Yeah, before they get involved. Like in the Premier League, any little thing you look at, even in like, I'm fed up with the referees in the Premier League.
But don't you think it's so contradictory in a way that the Premier League is like the best, but we've got the worst referees and people interpreting VAR?
Yeah, if I was the head of referees, there will be a new set of referees. All those referees refereeing the Premier League, all of them, apart from maybe one or two, the rest are corrupt.
So why? I suppose it's the same referees, isn't it? There's a very small set of referees.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why are we not getting more people coming into refereeing?
I think it's a very difficult trade to go into.
Really?
Probably it's a click trade. You know that kind of when there's a click trade, it's difficult for you to get in. That's why it's like it should be. You merit it. You go through the ranks like every other career. You go through the ranks, and why are we seeing the same people?
Well, yeah, I mean,
for years, how many football? And we're seeing why are they not promoting other referees? Once you're good, like you've been doing well, you should be coming up to the Premier League straight away. Don't keep. If the top is corrupt, they will always flow with those corrupt people. People that does their bidding, isn't it? They will always keep them. That's where in every institution, when people are corrupt, they always want to keep people that are corrupt around them. They're not going to be moving people that are corrupt and bringing people that will not do their bidding, isn't it?
Yeah, I've certainly not seen any new upcoming referees.
And again, that other referee that comes on Sky, I think that is a waste of space.
Yeah. That
show that the referee comes and tell you, oh, it was a penalty, it wasn't a penalty, it was that is a waste of space. That man shouldn't be there. Because for an ex-Premier League referee, he doesn't know what football is all about. Yeah. Sometimes he talks and conflicts himself. Honestly, like whenever I see that guy, I just want to punch him. It's my podcast. I can use any word. Like I just want to punch him. Yeah. You understand what I mean? Like you cannot come on a live TV that people are watching and telling us that it's a red card when we're all seeing that it's not a red card.
Yeah, we're all seeing it. Yeah.
Like you're seeing that is not a goal, that is a foul. That's not a penalty. You're telling us that because the referee give it is a penalty. Yeah. He's only come there to defend the referee.
Yeah, of course.
The referees. It's part of the system.
Yeah.
If not, why they brought him to that place to come and justify the rubbish decision that they are giving. That's just why they bring him there to come and convince us that an ex-referee is still on their payroll.
Yeah.
Like Webb coming in, what has it done to make the referee better? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. That VAR, if they want to make it transparent, in that VAR room, everybody should be hearing what they are saying in the stadium.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Well, even, you could probably hear it in the stadium, could you? Because in the stadium, there's not much, there's no commentary.
People will keep quiet just to hear the people in VAR room speak. When it comes to once they see that VAR check come up on the board, everybody will be silent.
Well, yeah, I suppose
because they want to hear, that VAR check. They want to hear what is happening.
Yeah, and
they should make it transparent.
The players should have a right to know what's happening.
I'm telling you,
and the managers.
So you let them hear, let the whole world hear what they're saying there.
Yeah, it's true.
Because sometimes it's a mess. Everybody's talking, you don't know who is talking.
Yeah,
that's why they make so many mistakes.
Yeah,
the referee should be quiet. They communicate it. If they want him to go and look at the screen, they tell him. I think it's becoming much better now. Yeah. But the referees are just the problem in the Premier League.
I think because there's been so much controversy about VAR, isn't there?
Yeah, if they don't,
they know that they can't keep doing what they've been doing, so they have to do something to.
Yeah, if Premier League have rules, they have laws that governs the game.
Yeah.
But time to time, you see the referee taking the laws into their own hands. They apply the rules, they don't apply it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Look at them. If you waste time, if you kick the ball away, you're gonna get a yellow card.
Yeah.
What's happening now? We lost the point we've lost so many points this season because of kicking the ball away and having a yellow card. Why don't they continue with it?
Yeah.
In the Premier League, when the season starts, they put a rule. They always have put a rule that only the captains are allowed to talk to the referee.
Yeah, well, they don't talk to the referee.
Everybody goes and talk. If you go to and talk to the referee, if you're not the captain, you get a yellow card.
Yeah.
That is the rule.
Yeah, but I don't see it happen.
But they don't implement it. Everybody goes and shout to the referees.
But they give a yellow card when you kick the ball away or your time wasted.
Yeah. It only those rules only apply when it comes to Arsenal.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm not saying it because I'm an Arsenal fan. It only applies when it comes to Arsenal.
Yeah, you definitely see it more with Arsenal.
Yeah, when it comes to Arsenal games, they just want to implement the rules. When it comes to that, we can't make any mistake. We can't give them the opportunity.
Yeah.
For them to implement those, because that's where they know that this is what will be. If you kick the ball away, it's a red card.
Yeah.
People are volley the ball out of the stadium. No, nothing. But if you kick it away, give him a yellow card.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
And Gallagher will come on the morning show or whatever. So he's kicked the ball away. He's delaying the restart. It is a red card.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah, very frustrating.
So with the way that the referees behave and VAR, and them being biased to certain teams in the Premier League, do you think there is an element of match fixing and gambling that's happening?
Yeah, they all do it. The referees, the players, the managers, the clubs, they all do it. Everybody does it. Nobody should claim a cent. They have their rules, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We all know footballers have been caught, referees have been caught.
That's true.
Lots of people have been caught, so they all do it. It's not new.
Yeah.
It's not new. And everybody, when you only know when you got caught, isn't it? But also, there's a word. You only when you're caught, that's when you become a criminal, isn't it? What's the word? Yes.
Yeah.
So if you have not been caught, you don't do it.
Yeah.
You're
innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah. So they all do it. So many of them do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then something that unfortunately still happens within football is racism.
Yeah. At the end of the day, when it comes to racism, I think there should not be a place for racism in football, because when it comes to football, we all speak one voice, one language, but some people are just dicks.
Yeah.
Some people have been trained to be racist.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter whether it's football or not. If you're racist, you're racist.
Yeah.
People are just bringing it into football
because they're watching football, isn't it?
So when there's the campaign going, was it No Room for Racism?
No Room for Racism.
We can keep saying that, but unfortunately, I just don't see us ever stamping it out.
Yeah, but the thing is that it is good. It is like, let me use this word, like terrorism. You cannot fight terrorism to the end.
Yeah.
You cannot eradicate it.
Yeah.
But you can control it, defeat it to its minimal.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, racism is at its minimal when it comes to football, because every now and then we hear it.
Yeah,
it's not everybody in the stadium that come that would chant you understand on the
well,
player.
I don't think it's just the fans that the racism happens. I do think the players and
some of the players, some of the managers as well. Yeah, it has happened.
I mean, we was having a conversation about Osimhen, wasn't we?
Yeah.
Why is no big club in the Premier League signing this guy?
Yeah, he's a proven goal scorer. He's been scoring goals in the French league. He's been scoring goals in the Italian league. He was top scorer when Napoli is a parents club currently.
He's amazing in Nigerian team.
Won the league.
Well.
Yeah, he's been scoring goals for fun in the Nigerian team. We saw him at the Nation Cup as well.
Yeah.
Very good player. In this modern day football, we're lacking number 9. Number 9 is also important. I can call lots of prolific number 9s we've had in the history of football, but in this current day football, we don't have so many.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of them. Like like good ones, quality ones. Osimhen is one of them. If you call the top 5 strikers down the world, you will call Osimhen.
Yeah.
Why are they not spending that money? 120 million is release clause. Is not a lot of money.
Well, this is what we said. Obviously,
Yeah.
you've got players like Rice and Grealish who are £100 million players.
Yeah. And
But
Osimhen,
why?
yeah.
We don't have black players earning that pay scale, do we, in the Premier League?
Yeah,
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, but then again,
So
you
if
can say,
Osimhen's clause is 120 million,
why are they not buying him? If Arsenal can buy Rice for 100 million, Man City can buy Jack Grealish for 100 million. Why are they not buying? Why a club in England not buying Osimhen for 120 million?
when you know you're going to get goals, and that's what the whole idea of football is, no? To score goals.
To score goals. He's a striker that will score you goals. He's very, very good. He's one of the best.
Yeah.
Put Olan in that Man City team. He would put Osimhen in that Man City team. He would do what Olan is doing. It's the same finishing. Osimhen will score with his head, his left, his right. He will score goals if you give him the opportunity. He will miss some goals, but Olan does miss some goals as well.
Of course.
He will
Everybody
score.
does,
He's an elite striker. We're talking about elite strikers. Osimhen is an elite striker. Jack Grealish, they bought him for 100. Jack Grealish is not a 100 million player.
Is
He's a 40 million, 30 million player because it's British. They inflate the price.
Yeah.
It's shit anyway. Declan Rice, I'm an Arsenal fan. Declan Rice is not worth 100 million.
Yeah, you've been saying that all this season, haven't you?
I will say the problem with Declan Rice, he can't even play the ball forward. He can't even play that defense breaking lines. Even me that didn't play football professionally, I can play. Listen, I love Declan Rice to beat.
Yeah.
Me criticizing it means he should go and improve on his game.
Yeah.
He plays back forward pass. I've watched Mikel Moreno coming to Arsenal. Mikel Moreno play more forward pass than Declan Rice.
Yeah.
He can run with the ball. He can work hard. He can do the
he
dirty
can be
job.
good.
Yeah. But as a midfielder, if you call yourself a midfielder, you need to look top. Attackers are making the runs. You just loop the ball. Sometimes it will not get to them, but you have to be brave. You have to keep doing it. If they are making that runs, you give them the ball. Declan Rice have never in a full 90 minutes. You never seen play a ball. Just loop the ball, just at the top.
Yeah.
For one of the strikers to chase. You understand? So that is poor from. I love Declan Rice so much. There was this Tottenham legend, Rafa van der Vaart. He was criticizing Rice in the World Cup. He said, for a 100 million player, he's shit that couldn't even pass the ball forward. He's always going back during the Euros. And I said that's an unfair comment. I said for what Rafa van der Vaart said about Rice, I'm going to sit down and watch Rice. And I sat down and I was watching Rice and I was saying, oh my God, not that Tottenham guy. It was true. Rice doesn't play that forward pass all the time. He's always going back. You can't be going backward. As you can, as an attacking midfielder, sometimes as an old midfielder, you should look up and just look up one touch. It saves you energy than running with the ball forward because the player top ahead of you, the strike Martinelli and Saka, they're already trying to make the runs. Just hold the ball. You just loop the ball forward. It saves you instead of running with the ball. As you're running, the defense is taking shape.
Yeah.
But that time you got the ball, immediately you see it. That is one thing Cesc Fabregas was very good at.
Yeah.
Giving that defense splitting pass. He doesn't do much of the running. He does work hard, but once he gets that ball, he saves himself that energy and just loop the ball forward. Once you loop the ball forward, it will pick up an Arsenal play and before you know it, it's a goal. Yeah, so Rice should work on his game.
So, I mean, I don't normally pull out the race card because I don't really ever agree with it, but I do wonder if there's an element of, because of where he's from, the colour of his skin, they don't want to pay 120 million.
Yeah, Osimhen is worth 150 million. If Rice and Grealish were bought 100 million, Moses Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez of Chelsea was bought 100 million plus. Osimhen is worth 150 million.
Yeah.
Isak of Newcastle are putting a price tag of 150 million in his head.
Has anybody asked any of the managers in the Premier League why they're not buying somebody like
they won't
Osimhen?
say it's in another club. It's not something they will say. They will do some background check who they want to buy.
I would just love to know the reasoning why they wouldn't go for somebody like Osimhen. That's all.
Yeah, like Arsenal need a top striker. Osimhen is there. Why are they not buying him?
Yeah.
If Osimhen was to come to Arsenal and stay fit for a full season, he's injury prone as well. His injury record is not very good.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
If he was to, but they still buy injury players. You see, when it comes to football, it's luck as well. Arsenal
Well,
bought,
look at what's happened to Arsenal this
yeah,
season.
Jordan Timber came to Arsenal and his first game he got injured.
Yeah.
And he didn't play till the last game of the season.
Well, a bit, but look
Yeah.
at Calafiori, Marino,
As well.
and Sterling.
So sometimes, if you've had your own fair share of injury,
Yeah,
maybe you might
true.
just be strong when you come. Some people don't have any injury when they come to a new club. Before you know it, injury it, and that's it.
Yeah.
So if I still think it's unfair. Osimhen should be playing in one of the leagues in the Premier League. They should go out all out and buy him. He's a very good striker. There's not too many strikers in this day and age that strikers are lacking. Yeah.
So then, hang on, let me start again. So how do you feel about Arteta at Arsenal? Because I feel like he's had quite a lot of controversy, and I mean, how long has he been manager for now?
5 years.
Yeah. When we first started talking,
Yeah.
every week
The
you'd
thing
be
is
like,
that,
he's breaking my heart, he's breaking my heart.
Arteta has done a good job. When he came in, you see what Man United coach is suffering now.
Yeah.
That's what Arsenal were so inconsistent.
Yeah.
But he's done a good job. I think one of the things that Arteta has done is build an atmosphere again at the Emirates. Under Arsene Wenger, the Emirates atmosphere was dead.
Okay.
So he's built that atmosphere again. So the fans are behind the team. Whether they win or they lose, they will always moan, but they are behind the team. I think for Arteta is I look at the Man City team. Man City didn't win anything, and they started building their team, and they won one trophy. Pep Guardiola came in and just started winning everything. I think it's gonna be like Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arteta is just building the team for the next manager. Probably might not even win anything substantial.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm looking at him. Is he the man? He's still learning at the job. That is his first club and his first big club. Although he was like an assistant manager to Pep Guardiola, but he's still learning on the job. I think the thing with the building of Arsenal is only building if he's been in that club and he's only at the first team. His first 11 is only good enough, not the bench.
Yeah.
I look at other team. They have first 11, they have bench. Arsenal does not have bench. When we're losing, who do you call on to?
Yeah.
Who do you call on to? Like, I was looking at Real Madrid. I can't compare Real Madrid and Arsenal. Because Real Madrid, they always spend money. They always get the best players.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons why Real Madrid are so good is because if the team is not doing well, they have players at the bench that can come in and make a difference. Arsenal don't have that. You can't be a top team and not have a bench. One of the reasons why Pep Guardiola is so successful is because he's got a bench. He can bring out put three players, the team will still be playing good football. But Arsenal don't have that. Saka is out, we're struggling. Mateo Odegaard was out, we're struggling. Saliba, that other 2 years ago season, we lost Saliba. Although he's still building. That's the thing, that's the word. He's still building the team.
Yeah.
So
I think Arteta has a very particular person that he wants in the team. And it's funny because I think I've said to you before, I can't envision that person in the Arsenal team. And I don't ever have that same feeling with other teams.
yeah.
Which means I think there's a certain personality and certain type of person that he wants in the team. And I think, yes, it's nice because I do have this sense of there's a community, but within the team that they're very close. But it limits him as to who he's going to buy when the transfer window's open.
You see,
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because I don't feel like you could have the best striker or the best whoever, but if they don't have the right personality and fit for the team, Arteta will never buy them, even if he really needs them. I do think there's this sense of I don't know how to explain it. Not family, but just.
Yeah, it is good when the dressing room is all good. They are friends, family, and all that. There's nothing wrong with that. But as a manager, sometimes you need to be ruthless.
Yeah.
The Arsenal team needs an upgrade. We need an upgrade to Martinelli. We need an upgrade to Jesus. It's as simple as that. We need an elite striker that can replace Jesus in that front. Jesus can be coming off the bench. Martinelli has been poor. Arteta was ruthless. When that season ended, the previous season that we lost, they went and analyzed the game and look at Ramsdale and see what some of the things that didn't go right, like Ramsdale. That was why immediately he knew that Ramsdale wasn't the goalkeeper. Immediately he brought in Ramsdale and lied to all of us that he's got 2 number ones when he knows that he's going to kick Ramsdale out and Raya is going to take his place. So what I think with Arteta, I like him as a manager. What I think of Arteta is just building this team. He's not the one that will take Arsenal team to the promised land. At the end, he's going to be there 6-7 years. He's going to burn out. He's going to need a rest because the job takes a lot from you.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
The job demands a lot from you. He's going to be burnt out just like you and Klopp. He's going to need a rest. He's going to need a breather.
Yeah.
So he's going to rest and somebody will come in and Arteta would have built this team and the person will just come in and just shine and it will look like the person is shining.
Yeah.
But Arteta has done all the work for that person.
I still think he's got some years left in him, though. I think he genuinely really loves being at Arsenal.
Yeah, like
I do.
Arsenal is a big club. If he leaves Arsenal,
no, it's not about being a big club. I think he genuinely loves his players. He loves that feeling of Arsenal. It's not just the fact that it's Arsenal. I mean, I know he's played for Arsenal, but it's not just, like I said, I think it's not just about him playing football.
He's getting paid good money, isn't he?
No, I don't even think it's about the money, though.
Yeah, but it's always about if they don't offer him a good lucrative contract. Do you think he'll still be there? Yeah, but
I don't know. There's still, for me, I still see that he's got a real love for the team.
Yeah, he's got the passion which we love. He's always there demanding 110% from the players.
Yeah.
But he still needs to do more. He's still learning at the job.
Yeah.
One of his biggest problem, he doesn't rotate his players enough.
Yeah, but I said to you, and I think that's even maybe with Ramsdale. Maybe Ramsdale just didn't fit his vision of the type of people that he wants in his team and how they all engage and interact and things.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know. Maybe Raya was just a better fit for that.
Yeah, the thing is that Ramsdale would have stayed.
Yeah.
If you wanted
but you can't have Raya and Ramsdale. It was never going to work.
No, but you can say, okay, if you want to leave, that's fine, but I want you to stay as a number 2.
Yeah, but Ramsdale, I mean, I do feel sorry for Ramsdale.
Yeah, like, look at where he's gone to Southampton. Southampton is going to say, what did I tell you? I told you if Ramsdale was to leave us, that was the end of his career. And he went and signed for
but he was becoming quite erratic and things.
He has always been erratic. Like, come on, you give it the ball, just kick it out.
Yeah, he was making a few poor decisions, and when you've got him and Raya's not doing that.
Yeah, but Raya came in, the pressure. When Raya came in,
remember that.
When Raya came in, you saw the pressure. But he's a good goalkeeper now. Yeah, he's doing well.
Before you came to the UK, I made a promise to you that I will take you for an Arsenal stadium tour and a game. Yeah. And we've done both of those things. What must that feeling have been like for you, being an Arsenal supporter for, years and years and years and years, and watching them play on TV, to then go and be in that surrounding on an Arsenal tour and see all the statues and the history and everything that's Arsenal?
Yeah, it's just really amazing, isn't it? Like, watching this team for so many years on TV and just being there yourself, seeing them play live and seeing the atmosphere in the stadium and seeing how they're chanting Arsenal.
Yeah.
It's just really amazing.
Yeah.
It's an amazing feeling that you can't really describe.
Yeah. Because watching a game in real life is very different to TV.
Yeah.
So, like, the atmosphere is great and everything, but I much prefer watching football on TV because I like commentary.
Yeah.
So for me, football's really boring without commentary.
Yeah, the thing is that, maybe next time if I go to the States, I'll just
plug it in your commentary.
Yeah, talk sports in my ear.
Make it even more interesting.
Yeah.
And then on the tour, obviously, you got to walk down the tunnel and onto the pitch or to the side of the pitch.
Yeah, it was very emotional for me as well. And I could feel the Arsenal spirit inside of me. I was vibrating. I had to let it out.
You did shout.
Yeah,
at the top of your lungs, Arsenal.
Yeah, it was a great feeling.
On your knees.
Yeah, so many people live their lives in the UK. They never, even people that watch football, they don't go to. But
I know.
yeah, well, I just come to the UK and I went to the stadium. I was
And
very happy.
Watched a match.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, watch the game. Yeah,
Never know. Maybe we get to go again in the summer again.
Yeah, if we don't buy fake ticket online.
And so finally, do you think Arsenal's going to win the season?
This season? No.
I think Liverpool was just too good this season, aren't they?
I think they've got a good manager, they've got players, and they've been consistent. They've been winning the difficult games that you think they're going to drop points. They've been winning, and yeah, look at the gap.
And then even when they do drop and draw, Arsenal end up drawing too, and they don't.
It's not even Arsenal, Man City. The Arsenal is by now. If they win their standard game, they've got it's 9 points. Yeah, so it's impossible. It's not impossible, but I just think Arsenal does not have the players with all the injury to Saka and everything. They don't have the players to compete.
It's a tricky one.
If this January, if they don't go and buy 2 very good players, they should forget about the league.
Yeah.
They should just play for second place.
Because is there not a break coming up where they go to Dubai?
Well, for a week, isn't it?
Yeah, but last time they went away and came back from Dubai, we was playing really, really well. So you never know.
But yeah, at the end of the day, they have to buy player. Martinelli
they do need to. Too many injuries to big players this season.
Some players are not performing. So you can't just turn up whenever you like. You have to be consistent. Saka is the only consistent player in the front three.
Yeah.
Saka and Havertz are the only 2 consistent players we have in the attack.
Yeah.
The defense are fine. The defense is always solid. We don't concede. Rarely we concede 3-4 goals. So the defense is fine. At most we score 1-2. So the defense is okay.
Yeah.
But we need to be scoring goals. We need to be putting it in 3-4-5, 3-4-5, 6 like we did. Now we were scoring goals for fun. Why is the team not playing like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand.
Well, so Liverpool top.
Yeah.
Arsenal second. Are we going to take second place, do you think?
Yeah, I think Man City will be third. Because
do you think they're dropping so much, though?
They will be third. Yeah.
Wow.
All those teams, when the games come thick and fast, they will struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're playing, 7 games this January?
It's a lot.
It's a lot of games, isn't it?
We shall see.
Yeah.
This year, you'll love football.
Yeah.
And we're going to come off of here. And you're still going to talk about the football.
When it comes to football, football is my life. It's after my family life. It's
football.
It's football. I love football.
Yeah.
I have my own invention when it comes to football. If I have the opportunity, one day it will show. But if I don't have the opportunity, that is another dream that will follow me to the grave.
Yeah, in another life.
In another life.